Hi, it's Christina Nichols with MCR. I'm so glad to be here with you today. Welcome to this week's What's on the Whiteboard. This week, we are going to be talking about second asks. So a second ask is when we go to our donors who have already given within a specified time frame and we ask them for another gift. It seems pretty self-explanatory, doesn't it? But the thing is that a lot of organizations get nervous about this strategy because they fear that they're going to upset their donors. But here's the thing. Your donors are the people who love you the most. They've literally given you money to support the mission of your organization. So why wouldn't you ask them again if they love you that much? So a couple of reasons where this may not be an important part of your strategy would be if you're a participation-based organization. A lot of universities are this way. This is not going to help your participation numbers. And the other reason that you wouldn't do it is if you're totally donor number, not necessarily participation, but donor count driven. So if you are driven by those two metrics, this is a strategy that you should still employ, but know that it's not going to help you drive these two things for your organization. But when you're strictly or really focused on a dollar-driven goal, or if you're in a campaign and you are really looking at that bottom line and how are we going to continue to raise funds for our organization, using a second ask is a really great strategy because you're going back to those people who love you most and have already raised their hand and said, yes, please choose me. I will definitely give to your organization, and asking them again. So a couple of things to remember when doing a second ask. The questions I get a lot of the time are, do you try to upgrade them now? Of course, like why not? Definitely try it, especially if they're close to achieving some sort of leadership giving society, a giving club. Ask for a number that gets them there, and that can also be a part of the strategy if you have a lot of great courtesies that accompany that giving society. The other thing you could do is just ask them for the same amount that they gave before. But the really important thing to remember when doing a second ask is to acknowledge that they've given a gift to your organization, and that it has been put to good use in the way that they desired. So that's a really important step in this, because your donors need to make sure that you didn't forget about their first gift, or and they want to know that if they give again, that it's going to also go to support the cause that they love. So I hope this has been helpful and informative. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I will see you again next week with What's on the Whiteboard. Thanks again. Bye-bye.